Hi, Sierra. I'm Cameron. It's great to meet you today. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, how would you like me to address you for our sessions? Is there any particular names or pronouns that you might use?
Pronouns I use are she, her. My name is Sierra Willis.
Okay, perfect. Well, just a little bit about me. I'm a social worker with the University of Texas at Arlington, and my role here is to support you as you navigate through some of the challenges that you may be having in your life right now. I want you to know that this space is strictly yours to talk through whatever's going on, explore what you're feeling, and figure out what you want moving forward. Okay. I'm here to kind of walk alongside you and to help you as you obtain those recovery goals. Does that sound okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, of course. So, before we get into our session for today, I just wanted to talk about the limits of confidentiality. I want you to know that what we talk about stays confidential between us during these sessions. I won't share anything you say unless I'm concerned about your safety or someone else's. And that can look like any comments about you wanting to harm yourself or harm anyone else, any abuse or neglect, or even exploitation as well. So, do you have any questions or any concerns with that? Would you like to proceed?
Yes, I have one question. I'm only 16 years old, so that's a big word. What does exploitation mean?
Yeah, of course. So exploitation is when someone or any organization uses someone's resources unfairly for their own profit or advantage. So it's kind of like when someone is feeding off of your vulnerability, essentially. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
okay with continuing service.
Perfect. Yeah, and if you have any other questions like that, please feel free to interrupt me throughout the session to let me know, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, during our sessions, you are the primary person. You are in control here. So you get to decide what we talk about it, how we talk about it, and when we talk about things. You can pause, skip, or take a break at any time and go at your own pace. I will be asking you some questions during our session today just to get a better understanding of your situation and your circumstances, but you are never obligated to answer something that doesn't feel right or that you may not be comfortable answering at this current time. Does that make sense, Sierra?
Yes.
Okay. So, Sierra, it sounds like you've been carrying a lot, right? With your mom and dealing with tensions at home. Can you explain to me a little bit about what might be going on that's causing you some of these stress?
So about 8 months ago, I had a daughter. Her name is Kyla. I love her to death. She's amazing. But I have this boyfriend. We're on sometimes, off sometimes. His name is Kyle. He comes and visits me often. At my house, I stay with my mom, my grandmother, and my great grandmother. But he comes visit me sometimes. But when it comes to Kyla, he's not really involved. He always seems very annoyed and he leaves when our daughter needs to be fed or she needs her diapers changed. He just doesn't really seem like he wants to be involved with her, even though he was the one that told me that I should have her. He doesn't really want to be in her life. He doesn't really try to get to know her, try to spend time with her, try to hang out with her, or try to hang out with me and her as a family. On top of that, I'm only 16 years old, so I have to also balance schoolwork. I am a freshman in high school, so it's kind of hard to deal with Kyla and help care for her, but also care for myself and also deal with Kyle. So it's just very hard. But on top of that, my mom and we've been arguing a lot recently about finances, and it's just been really difficult. So it's just a lot going on in life right now.
Okay, Sierra, it sounds like you've been dealing with a lot, right? Being a young mom, dealing with your detentions at home with Kyle and your mom, while also trying to maintain schoolwork as well. That's a heavy load, and I want to acknowledge that it takes a lot of strength and courage to show up and keep going. You've been doing your best in a really tough situation. Now, can you tell me a little bit more about what your arguments look like with your mom? Is there anything in particular that's been happening that's been causing you great stress?
We've been arguing about money a lot recently. She wants me to get a job, but I don't want to get a job because I have a lot going on right now. But it's really just about money.
Okay. And so, when it comes to money and financial situations, is your mom trying to get you to obtain a job, or what does that look like?
She wants me to get a job, but I've been refusing because it's just I have to deal with Kyla, who is a lot, and also I have to deal with school. Mostly growing up, she primarily helped provide for me, help get me the things that I need. So I'm interested in getting a job, but it's just a lot on my plate already. So I know that that will definitely stress me out a lot more.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. So you shared a lot today, and I really appreciate your openness. Like I said before, it takes courage and strength to talk about things that are painful and oftentimes complicated. So next time, during our next session, let's plan to look at ways to set more boundaries with Kyle, and explore how to improve situations with your mom. How does that sound for you, Sierra?
It sounds great. Thank you.
Yes. So, Sierra, I want you to know that you are not alone in this and that I'm here to help you figure out what comes next. And I look forward to meeting with you at our next session, okay?
Thank you. It was nice meeting
Yes.
you.
Thank you.